Hello fire signs, welcome back to Mist of Time Emporium. We're going to do your June 2021 energy reading. Let's see what messages there are for you, my fire signs. I've got some fire in my chart, so be paying attention to these messages as well. Messages for my fire signs for June 2021. My fire signs. June 2021, please. Fire signs, June 2021. Let's do 3 more fire signs, please. Fire signs, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. What messages for fire signs for June? I feel that Sagittarius in particular is coming through and really thinking about what they want out of their life. So we're starting off with the Empress. It's a nice energy to lead with. Really reflecting. It's been a year. It's definitely been an intense year, and I think fire signs, you're going, you know, I'm not sure that went exactly the way I wanted it to, and it's causing you to go, if I could do things differently, what would I have done differently? So you're really focusing on, we have Knight of Pentacles, excellent energy coming through fire signs. It's making you evaluate what you're going through. We have the Five of Pentacles. So you might have been feeling some lack, some scarcity in the past year. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. Let's see. Okay. 2 more for my fire signs, please. 2 more for my fire signs. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. So I feel that in the past year, you've really been evaluating where you are, the choices that you made, because you might have been hitting some pretty hard times here. And I know that's pretty common with COVID. A lot of people have been going through hardship, but this is you really hitting a snag and going, I feel like this didn't need to happen. I wasn't prepared. I feel a little bit... It's a little bit of an arrogant energy. The person on this card is looking very arrogant to me, and what this tells me is you thought you were sitting pretty, you thought you had it all under control, and then the last year came and knocked you on your butt a little bit, and you went, okay, I did not have my act together. I was not invulnerable. I absolutely was susceptible to the same downfalls as everybody else. And I feel like part of that was you reflecting on, okay, I need to take my own blindfold off here. This, I feel like, was where you were at the past year, where, leading up to the past year, where you thought you had everything under control and you weren't seeing yourself clearly, and you created this prison. It's your own making here. And this lack that you went through, you've really been feeling ownership of that, taking ownership of, you know, where you could have done things a little bit differently and maybe had a different outcome. So the Knight of Swords is coming in, cutting through all of that and going, you know what, I am ready to charge ahead. I'm ready to cut through all that BS and see things for how they are, so that I can step into my power and I can reap the benefits of my own hard work here. So the Nine of Pentacles is, you know, this is luxury, travel, indulgence. And I feel like that's really where you're wanting to go, and where you know you can get to if you do things a little differently than you've been doing them. And the Empress is really not letting anybody talk you out of it, not letting anybody tell you any different. You know exactly who you are and exactly what you need to do. And this is not in an arrogant way. This energy that you were in before that led to the Five of Pentacles, this was an arrogant energy. This was, I don't need anybody telling me what to do. And it got to the point where you felt like you could do no wrong. And you saw that that wasn't really the case. The Empress is not about listening to other people. This is about listening to your genuine intuitive self. Instead of the ego mind, you're now in your intuition. You have a stronger connection to faith, whether it's the universe, whether it's God, whatever you want to call it. This is you with a deeper understanding and a deeper knowing that your life really is in your control, but not from an ego-based place. This isn't the world owes me anything. This is, I am a divine being, and it is my divine birthright to have joy, to have abundance. So you're approaching it in a very different way this month. After, I feel like this is months build up here. So I'm like, whew, thank you. I was going to ask for one more here. And we have the Nine of Swords. So be careful not to get yourself set back. This has come, I think this is the third time this has come up. This is Earth and Air also had this card. I feel like, especially with what the planets are doing right now, this is right in line with where everybody should be at. So it's reflecting. Don't let your mind get the better of you. Don't let this take you back here, because it's in your mind. You don't need to beat yourself up. There's a difference between reviewing our choices and guilt. Guilt is not really a very helpful emotion. You can reflect on what you've done differently, or what you should have done differently. You can reflect on what you can do differently now, but don't get caught up in the, oh, I always make bad choices. Oh, I'm not going to make good choices this time. That's not true. You're a different person now that you were. This is absolutely who you can be. You can absolutely be in the Empress energy, own the Empress energy, and it doesn't matter, you know, this is, your gender does not matter. Your identity, the way you identify, is not relevant to the card. This energy is for anybody who is ready to step into their power, and again, in a gentle way. You're not pushing anybody out of the way to get what you want. You're not stepping on anybody's toes. This is you just being in your genuine power. So don't let your mind convince you that you are the same person you were. You're definitely not. So you've done some good work, fire signs, and I feel like this month, June, is going to really be about being okay with the choices that you've made and seeing how they've helped you to grow and to learn. And it's really just going to be continuing to build the life that you want to have, that you know you're capable of. So I hope that resonated with you, and we'll see you next month.